So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, it's a new episode of Ho Hong Kong. I'm sitting here. Physically, I'm in Hong Kong, but right now, I'm not in Hong Kong.
That's right.
Oh.
Spiritually, you're elsewhere.
I'm elsewhere. I'm not flying on Spirit Airline because otherwise I wouldn't get to my destination. I am actually in Australia as we speak.
Yeah.
If I got I'm flying on Scoot, so who knows?
Hey,
Yeah, no.
maybe it's delayed enough that you're still waiting to fly.
Exactly.
It's highly likely. It's
Yes.
a matter of when there's a will, there's a way, but when there's a Scoot, there's always a possibility of never getting there.
Yes, actually, the flight back has already been
Cancelled?
Not cancelled. It was supposed to be like 3 hours.
Yeah.
They decided to make it 12 hours.
It's called.
So I just called. I'm like, absolutely not. And they're
Yeah.
like, all right. And then they just reverted it back. I'm like, what is this, a bus service? They're like, okay, we'll go on time.
Yeah, the irony of being called Scoot. Like, you're never actually scooting anywhere.
Exactly. It's also the balls to be like, hey, let's just try.
Yeah.
Because the email and fine print says like, if you're not okay with this, just let us know.
Yeah.
And I call them like, yeah, I'm not okay with this. They're like, okay.
Now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Just
We'll take it.
But then just out of spite, they sent another email like 4 hours later. Go like, we'll delay it with like an hour.
Yeah.
What is
Why?
this negotiation? I don't understand.
Yeah, they're probably good out to a vote. We're going to be delayed 3 hours. How many responders don't like that?
Yeah.
We'll speed it up. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Are we good with 2? Can we do with 2?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
man.
a weird fucking bargain. So
Yeah.
let's see. But like on the way there, which again is in the future. Actually, I have the shortest layover ever in Singapore. It's an hour and a half.
Wow.
Which means if there is any delay in Hong Kong,
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
And also,
No, you're not screwed. You're a Scoot.
All right, let's start again, everyone. This is horrible. Not very polite of me. I didn't introduce my co-host.
Hopefully by now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Vivek Malvani, at Funny Vivek, comedian, born and raised in Hong Kong, Indian, but I have a Chinese girlfriend. I have a flat mid-levels.
Two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can do that as well.
Yes.
So yeah, hopefully that gives a whole CV for
Are
everybody.
you saying one just in case the tax department is listening? You're like, I have A flat.
Hey,
That's what
deep in my heart, there's only one to me.
Sure.
I go by the Spice Girls song of 2 become 1. That's
Yes.
that's what I think of my apartments.
The two could become one if they're not on very different floors.
Hey, it's
not
just a
connected.
matter of time you buying out everyone in between.
Yes.
And just like calling them one floor.
I know. I mean, I'm waiting for that day when it's between toot and toot floor.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we're not telling people.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's
But
going
we
to save
can
my
tell people
day.
the difference. It's
Yeah.
between this and this is 13,
There's 13
floors.
Yeah, 13
there
floors
you go.
difference.
So you
Yeah,
can work
Go
out.
figure it out. Right over there. Anyway.
We do have a very special guest. It's one of those times, Vivek, when our talking shit does not go well.
Let's put it this way. We talk a lot of shit when no one's here.
Yes, exactly.
Right? And we're all like, oh, let me show you how it's done. Oh, and then some people actually listen and go like, actually, no, that's not the truth.
Exactly.
And I usually live on the idea of living in Hong Kong my whole life. Most people don't want to be bothered. They're like, screw it. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, someone did have stuff to do.
Someone didn't have stuff to do.
They emailed
we have
us.
the king himself, but before we get into the king, also it reminded me when during COVID we were talking so much shit that someone went, I'm gonna get the top the top epidemiologist in the country to come on the podcast, Ben Cowling, and it just came on.
Yeah.
And he just started correcting everything we talk about. He's like, this is absolutely nonsense. This is not how we do it. It's not how the virus works. And great guy, Ben Cowling, shout out.
Yeah.
I think they probably fired him after COVID finished.
Yeah.
So
when they caught up to our episode, they're like, yeah, that's not happening.
No.
If you go on that show, you can't be on our show.
How I want to catch up with him because I have no when there is no virus. Where is he?
He's making viruses, maybe. Claiming there are some.
Probably.
He's probably like doing
just
something.
studying you as like please.
Maybe he's a consultant on Norton or McAfee.
He was genuinely one of the most famous people in Hong Kong for like a year.
Yeah.
And he was like big on Twitter and everything. And now, Ben, get in touch.
Yeah, what's going on? But anyway, speaking of famous people, though.
Yes, we have the Steak King himself. So 2 episods ago, we talked shit. About, we named the episode The Flat Iron Conspiracy, not knowing that this will totally backfire. And someone got to Flat Iron and is like, here's the boss.
Yeah.
He listened and he disagrees with everything you said. And then we got in touch with Johnny. Johnny, thanks for joining us, man.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. And I'm here to dispel these rumors that you've been starting.
Yeah.
Johnny Glover is the name. Steak King is the title. Is that correct?
Well, one of my businesses called Steak King, and my other business is obviously Flatiron. This is the one with
Yes.
the conspiracy theories that you guys
That is
started.
absolutely yes.
Yes.
That we're here to hopefully see how accurate we were.
Not very accurate. if I'm honest with you.
God damn it. Of course she's going to say not very accurate, but both of us as professional interviewers, we're
Yeah.
going to get to the bottom of
Well,
this.
I can tell you we were accurate to a certain point. We did name the restaurant correctly. It is, in fact, the name was Flatiron. That was accurate in our
Yes.
non-research research. We also stated the location of it being correct in the corner of Hollywood Road and the escalators, and also on Elgin Street. There are two that we were referring to, neither of which we had visited. Neither of which at that point when we
At
said
that
stuff.
point,
yeah.
yes.
And then Mohammed decided to visit it, realized he made a mistake and started saying nice things. I stood by my words. I was like, I think it's a conspiracy. Okay, I will not go there. So yeah.
I'll give you the locations. You
Yeah.
were
Yes.
correct.
All right.
Yeah, please,
and
let's-
so let's
Everyone get your
starting
notepads
point.
out. Let's get them out. First one.
Yes, first one. Okay, so 3 locations. Did you open them all at the same time?
There's 4 locations.
For what? All right. Wait, that's what. You see, that's
See?
what I mean. They're just locations are happening as
Yeah,
we
it
speak.
doesn't make sense. Okay,
What the
all right.
hell?
Okay, so let's start with at the beginning. The first one is Hollywood Road.
Yes.
That's the busiest one. I think that's the mothership or you know the
Flagship, whatever you call it.
flagship.
Yeah.
Then there's one which is a Flatiron Burger, which is on the corner of Peel Street and
Elgin.
Street.
Yeah.
Then there's one, the latest one, which we've just opened inside a hotel in Chongwan on Queens Road.
See, that is actually.
Central.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the one that is took over from Tequila Mucho.
That's the one where
Okay.
we took over from Tequila Mucho.
Yeah.
And then in Wang Chukang, we're in the Avolo Hotel on
Oh.
the 4th floor. Beautiful place with a terrace.
Yeah.
Isn't the Avolo also the ones with the Tequila Mucho building?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're slowly but surely we're taking over their F&B. They're
see.
hoteliers. Actually, they're property developers. And they're asking us to do their F&B, and
All right.
so we're doing that.
Do they also want someone to take over their comedy business?
I'll ask him. So the guy is also an Indian guy called Giresh.
Yeah, Jindwala. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Alright.
I had a meeting with him last week. His background is watches. Their family business was making
Wow.
watches in China. He made a huge success out of it. Started buying property, and then started converting them into hotels. And now
Yeah.
we're slowly but surely taking them over, or the F&B.
Well, you
side.
are also doing something similar where you have 4 locations with restaurants, taking over with steak and all different sorts of things. Now, the first thing I'm curious is the one on the corner, basically on Hollywood Road, where, so anybody, if you don't know, it's where the escalator on Hollywood Road, where Kinwick Center is, opposite Marks and Spencer's. And if you, let's say, you went to Pure and your trainer told you to get a high protein diet, right opposite, you can see Flatiron Steak over there. Let me ask you
You
this.
just roll down the hill.
Yeah, you can roll down the
End
hill.
up- yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So let me ask you this, because like that corner over there, I do notice that there have been like 2 or 3 restaurants that have just been there for maybe 4 months or 6 months, and bam, they're gone. Hence why the original conspiracy of like, hold on a second, this is a rinse and repeat to me. Was it a feng shui master that told you that? Or was the rent just right?
So the previous tenant before me, and I feel really, really sorry for her, was a Filipino lady. She did got some industry experience, and she got some investors together, refitted the place. I heard a rumor, 4.5 million Hong Kong dollars, and it just didn't work. You know,
What was the place? I don't remember.
It was called. I honestly, I can't.
Is it a Filipino?
No. It was a bar. It was.
Oh,
a
it was
bar.
just a regular bar.
But they were
Oh, yeah.
targeting the white man. They
Sure.
were targeting tourists, guailos. Of course, they all fucked off. They
Sure.
all left. So it didn't work out for her. And you know, she was paying a huge rent to the landlord. I heard rumors of $400,000.
No.
And I feel so bad for her because she also signed a personal guarantee.
Yeah. Oof.
So she had to leave. So
Yeah.
she's in Hong Kong. But she wanted out, so we took it over. We gave her some cash for the licenses and for the fixtures and fittings. Not a huge amount, but what we thought it was worth to us. And so we transferred the licenses, and within 48 hours, we moved in.
Wow.
We moved in, yeah. So,
Okay.
it's been, honestly, and I'm not exaggerating, it's been full ever since.
Well,
When did you start? there?
We've been there now 4 months.
Amazing.
Yeah.
As I have applied for a liquor license before for the comedy club in California Tower, and it was a complete mess. But that was also 2019.
Oh,
so
but this
the
was
fact that
easy.
you're able to take over, that's huge.
That's the
because
way to
we
do it.
applied from scratch, and that was just bad. It was bad.
So that's the first restaurant, and the key to success in Hong Kong is inherit the licenses.
Yes.
Buy them, take, no matter what,
Yeah.
what it costs. Well, I shouldn't say that, but
It does
trust-
cost quite a lot, especially from scratch again.
it's worth it to take them
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
So that was the first restaurant. The second one, we took over an existing fine dining restaurant, which was called,
Oh, on Elgin Street?
yeah.
I forget, but it was like a Japanese place or something. It was a steak place. I remember. I think.
No, it wasn't. It was a really fancy fine dining
That was the
restaurant.
Elgin Street,
Called,
yeah.
called Cultivate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you're referring to. Yeah. Because like, wasn't
That's
it?
why you don't know it, Vivek, because you're
It's
not
fine
fancy
dining,
enough to
and I'm
get
not
in there.
cultivated
Even
enough.
though you live on the street. Yes, exactly. You're not cultivated
So,
enough.
in case anyone's wondering where it could be, you know when you walk down Elgin Street and you hear a thumping sound of the
Yes.
land developers destroying yet another mom and pop building?
Yes.
Right past that, you will
How
see.
are you dealing with this, by the way? We jump around quite a bit on this podcast. How are you dealing with this whole noise thing? Because that is on the street.
It's tough, you
Yeah.
know, and it's affected all of the businesses on that street.
Yeah.
Listen, how we're dealing with it is we're offering a really good value. I think a delicious proposition that's good value.
Yeah.
If it's good enough and the price is right, people are going to come, and they are doing.
Yes.
But do you know what? When they start banging, they leave, and that's
The customers leave.
That's a fact. So
Yeah.
and we, you know, I was looking at that building.
Do you have any idea when it would stop?
I was who knows? But I was looking at the site. There's no name on that. Nobody knows who it is.
Really?
This is a proper, you know, conspiracy theory.
There you go.
Oh, right.
We're
Because
getting
that's
into it.
True, yeah.
Because
like,
who are they? Who are they? And do you know what? I reckon if all of the restaurants, past and present, got together, unfortunately, you can't do a group suit in Hong Kong. Is it called a class
Class action,
so, yeah.
You can't do it. But if you could, we'd go for those guys together because they've ruined the entire street.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. 'Cause I believe it's Cane Hill. I think was Henderson, so I have a feeling it's probably Henderson as well. They probably taken over like two sides.
Well,
to
if
make
it's
it
one of
bigger.
the bigger dogs, then
It
you're-
must
yeah,
be.
Yeah.
I mean, even the building right next to me, it turns out was Emperor Group. I'm like, oh, okay.
but then
there you go.
every building, even if it's like owned by like some guy,
Yeah.
you still have to do the same thing to lay down the structure, right?
They're motherfuckers. And I tell you this, you know, so they moved into this site because of what that part of town offers, which is niche restaurants, small places,
Yeah.
bustling, you know,
Sure.
a bit like New York or you know, parts of Tokyo. They've got the culture and everything works there. The moment you knock it all down and put
Yeah.
in a massive skyrise,
Yeah, it's
it's
over.
fucked.
It's-
So,
yeah.
and do you know what? I hope it takes decades to come back because I hope
Yeah.
that they don't rent those apartments out,
Yes.
and I hope that no one takes the retail space underneath.
Mm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case because they've ruined the entire
Like a small,
area.
beautiful street.
That's
yeah.
true, actually. Like I think the street after that, Stanley Street. No, sorry. Shelley Street. I think there was also this same deal where they knocked down some of the small, low.
But
low-rising
Staunton
houses.
has another one as well.
Staunton. That's the one.
Yes,
yeah. So
Staunton has another
yeah.
one that is currently also having the same banking issue.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on. Like basically, I have a feeling. Okay, here. Let's start with conspiracies. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I think it's basically two opposing families. Okay, the Chen versus the Wen family. Okay, and I think the Chen family's son probably came back from the U.S. while the Wen's family's son came from the U.K. They were like, "I'll see you in Soho," and they started buying up land just to go to Thumping Sound.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
Johnny is not buying it.
I've got another conspiracy.
Okay.
So you guys know the black sheep guy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I reckon it's them.
Yeah.
I reckon the father slowly,
Yeah.
he's made his money out of
Yeah.
his son's restaurants on
Yeah.
that street.
Right.
And I reckon
Yeah.
he's bought that land and he's thought, well, let's fuck them now.
Yeah.
And I reckon he's knocked it all down and he's doing it.
Amazing.
This is good.
Okay, this is Johnny's. I think that
Johnny's into it. I love
he's going
this.
for well done.
Yeah, he's
well
going
done
well done.
conspiracies.
Well, let's put it
Ours
this
are
way.
very rare. He's
I mean,
like,
like-
I'm going. I'm
mean, when-
blowtorching this shit.
Johnny, when you get into go from the steak business to the sheep business, I think that's when you know you're working on it right over there.
If you are listening, guys, I'm only joking.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
obviously. You're on a
Obviously.
comedy podcast.
Exactly, that's
But
the
we're
whole
going to
point.
cut that part just to keep it.
Yeah. Like, what was he joking about? I have no idea. We have no reference.
No,
over
we're
here.
going to get the part where he says he's joking. That's better.
Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, we've done the steak one on Hollywood Road, the burger joint.
What is deluxe? Yeah.
So Deluxe is in the Avolo Hotel
Yeah.
in
Wang Chukang.
Wang Chukang. So in that hotel, Girish, who we mentioned, he came to us and said, look, we don't really do F&B very well. We don't want to do it. Would you do it for us?
So they own the spaces, obviously.
Well, they own the rooms.
Sure.
But we do breakfast, we do events, we do the restaurant, we do room service. We manage the whole thing. And, you know, it's a really nice spot. The place has got a beautiful terrace.
But what is the difference on offering from the deluxe?
Well, because it's in a hotel, we need to have a wider menu.
Okay.
So there's more things on there. And I'll be honest with you, out of all of the restaurants, that one does the worst.
Well, I guess location really
Yeah.
matters, especially for your
We rely on the hotels. So if
Yeah.
the hotel's empty, we're fucked.
Yeah. Because, like, let's be honest, that location, I remember it's this one tall building in Wang Chukang where the view is great. I know that. But to get to it, you're like, man, either it's like a taxi or the minibar. It's not a walking distance from any MTR station, number one.
Well, no, it is. The MTR is literally across from it.
Wait, Ovalo?
Yeah.
The Wang Chukang? Oh, is it? Oh, no. So if that's the case, then they probably have that extended exit for the MTR. You know, like Sangpun Station where you have the 10-minute walk to the exit. It's technically next to the MTR, but it's a 10-minute walk in the tunnel.
Right,
so
yeah.
Well, you've got One Island South there, which is one of the biggest commercial office complexes in the area. And Wang Chukang, I've always had my businesses there. I've always been around that area. I love it. And you can build business there. You can build, a loyal customer base. But just for some reason or another, it's just not happening for us there.
Yeah.
But
Fair enough.
I'll tell you a little trick that what we always do with every lease, we always get a break clause. So if it doesn't work out,
Yeah.
We
You
walk
can
out.
just GTFO.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
alright,
Okay,
I
so
see.
that's number 3.
And number 4, which is
Which
also
one?
a Volo. Well, it used
Yeah.
to be. They recently sold the building. It's now called Dash Living. It's
Right.
a hotel
Yes.
service department.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
And
know
they
where
own
that is,
another
yeah.
Dash Living on Hollywood Road itself.
Yeah.
I live actually across the street from that.
Yeah, so that was I think you guys might know the name of it. It was a Mexican place, so
Yeah,
which was
Tequila
also
Mucho.
being run
Yeah.
by a Volo.
Yes.
And so we took it over.
But I thought they were doing all right, Tequila Mucho, before. I mean, just being in the area now. I mean, I wasn't right. It was above my comfort level for price. So I went like twice in 5 years. But I passed by with my dog, and it's like balcony looked always busy.
Yeah, I don't think so. And the thing is, one thing I've always noticed about Mexican places, they tend to have a very short shelf life. They start off well, but people get bored of rice and beans and that kind of shit.
I also feel like it's like not just that place, but there is a few. I in my act, I actually joke about another place in Kennytown. I'm not gonna match them on the podcast, but I talk about how ridiculous it is that their avocado, like their guacamole price. I'm like, someone in Mexico is getting a heart attack hearing this price of guacamole. Like, this is not okay.
I don't know the price.
Yeah.
Avocados.
It's like it's like fucking whatever it is, whatever you think it is, it's expensive. It's like anything above, I think, is like, $60 is expensive for a bowl of avocado.
Maybe it's
guacamole.
really good. I don't know. I can't comment on it.
Yeah.
But one thing that's happened in Hong Kong over the past 12 months is people are looking for value. And from my perspective, I've watched this happen. And so, the people or the restaurateurs that are offering value to the local market, they're the ones that seem to be doing well. And I saw this, I kind of jumped on that bandwagon, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I feel the same. Just like my comfort level with prices is pretty much the same as like a local person, because I'm also like not a high earning person. So I actually feel the same way. Like, I related with your restaurant jokes aside. Like, right away, I'm like, it can be done.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay $500 for a steak. It's just like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think the reason that they are doing it is because they have to. But unlike me, I import the steak, and I don't use ribeye and strip loin. I use the cheaper cuts that I buy in bulk.
Yeah.
And so Let me go back a couple of years. Well, let's say 18 months. I was offered a full container of a certain cut of steak, which makes flat iron, and it was very cheap. So I took a risk with it. I bought it. It was 45. I think it was like 19 tons of oyster blade.
But were you already in the F&B? What were you doing before?
I do this. It was just someone. It was meant to go to the Middle East. There was a problem with it. I think the labeling. I got it.
Is it a halal thing, you think?
It was halal, but there was an issue. There was an issue at something, and so I bought this 19 tons of oyster blade, which is what you make the flat iron out of.
You don't know what the issue was exactly, right? Was there a typo?
I was told it was labeling. It could have been typo. It could have been expiry date. Mine was wrong.
Wouldn't that be the kicker? Like when they like labeled it wrong, like instead of halal, they called it Haley, and they're like, oh crap, we can't use 19 tons of this now.
Yeah. Well, people there, like being from the Middle East, people can be,
You can't sell them then.
And also, exactly, you can't sell them even if they are perfectly halal and the source is saying halal. If the rumor goes around that there is an issue with that container, you're screwed.
Yeah. So it got in Hong Kong, they don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't
right?
care.
So anyway, I got this container.
And you had the storage space for it?
I do. I've got a big warehouse in Wong Chu Kang.
Yeah.
And so we brought it in, and I'm like, fuck, what do I do with this? So
and you also have a ticking, like you have expiry date, right?
Well, it was frozen. So 2 years. 2 years expiry date.
That's
so the first restaurant, the very first one that we talked about, which is on Hollywood Road, that was born out of necessity.
Right.
I'd got 19
You're like, I need to move this.
Guys, I was like, who do I sell this to?
Yeah.
I called around a few other wholesalers, and I'm like, okay, no one was really interested.
Yes.
I did a bit of research. I figured out how to butcher it into a flat iron, and tried it, and it was really good. I said, fuck this, let's open a restaurant. So we did.
Yeah.
Named after the cut. We get a lot of shit because there is a brand in the UK called Flat Iron.
That's exactly like the beginning.
So
of
we had that on the podcast group where actually Greg had the idea. Our common friend Greg, who connected us, had the idea to connect us. But also our other friend Cassie said she was actually had dinner at the Flat Iron Steak in London, and she's wondering if you're just ripping them off. And we of course concluded that yes, you are. That's another thing you have to defend yourself on.
I guess in a way we are, right? Because they were there before us, but it wasn't. We didn't steal the name. We stole the name of a cut.
Sure.
It's called Flat Iron. And if you look at...
if you call it like rib eye or whatever, I see what you're saying.
There are thousands of entrecôte restaurants around the world, and entrecôte's a French name for a rib eye.
Yeah.
There are thousands of porterhouse restaurants around the world.
Yes.
But it is similar in that it's a value proposition restaurant, right? So... But I think the menus are completely different. But I have to put my hand up and say...
Have they gotten in touch at all? Or they go like, hey, what the hell?
Well, we did a little bit of due diligence, and they can do fuck all.
Right. So you just went like FYI, and you went, you're like, all right.
When you're looking at, copywriting or it's very, our brand, the name's the same, but our logos are completely different.
Right.
Our menus are completely different. The whole proposition is completely different. The only common thing is the name, and we sell flat iron steak.
Sure.
And it's a value-driven proposition.
Right.
Do I feel bad about that? Not at all. I mean, if we look at Black Sheep, again, every restaurant they do is very similar to something that's been successable around the world. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bring it to Hong Kong, tweak it slightly, make it work. Right? Why
You made the first one, the Hollywood Road one, out of necessity. You have to move the meat that you have. You're like, oh, that actually works. You cook the meat. It's good to go.
Yeah, we sold that container in 4 months.
Did you?
Yeah.
God, 19 tons of beef in 4 months, man. People in
How
Hong
many
Kong.
cows are these?
The global climate change.
Exactly. They are solely responsible.
What else were they going to do with it? Throw it in the sea?
No, of course. That's sad. Yeah. And it's all Australia. It's all just the one cut, which means it's not even one cow that you're using up. You're using so many more cows since you're just doing that one cut.
But in defense, okay, so when we take that oyster blade, I don't want to talk too much about butchery, but anyway, I'll explain it.
Yeah.
Oyster blade, it's got a piece of sinew.
You sell steaks. What are you going to talk about? Fucking cars?
Well, talking about sustainability, in my defense, in our defense, right? So this one cut, you fillet it like a fish, and the sinew is like the bone in the middle. That sinew, 99 out of 100 companies would throw it in the bin. We dry it.
Yeah.
And we turn it into a dog treat. Oh, actually, we sell that for more than we do the steak.
That's
by the way.
amazing.
The fat off the top, we render it, we fry our chips in it. There's less than 1% loss.
Yeah.
Right?
So you're
And
using up everything.
Nothing goes in the bin. We
Yeah.
use it all, and we feed the dogs with it. And,
Jokes aside, that is amazing because that is something I totally stand for as well.
So
like
just-
the fact that like you just use up everything.
So I just want to say you clearly have assimilated into Asia. That is the Asian mentality of don't let any part of the food
Well,
get wasted.
If any of the listeners are from the UK, I'm from Yorkshire, and Yorkshire are known
Same
to be
deal.
tight.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't like to throw anything in the bin. I was brought up that way. Don't throw anything in the bin.
Yeah.
My grandmother would even the potato peelings, she'd be using them for compost. Nothing would be thrown away.
Yeah.
And it's in my blood. And
Did you come to Hong Kong for F&B? Or how did you?
yeah,
end up here?
I came here in '95 actually as a lecturer at a university here teaching F&B.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you study for that?
Oh, hotel management.
Oh, right. Okay.
And that's the subject that I taught here.
Which university?
Hong Kong Poly U.
Yeah,
Nice.
Paul, you right in the Hong Kong
yeah.
side, right?
Great
yeah.
reputation these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back during COVID.
Yeah.
I went and did another year there, and it's okay.
Yeah.
So when you came to Poly U, right, you were into F&B, and here you're trying to teach these new generation kids about F&B, the importance of quality food and everything, and then like at your first meal at the school canteen, did you want to just massacre everyone in the management or like the whole department? Like, how is this even allowed? And have you ever considered taking all your flat iron stuff and going to every university in Hong Kong?
Did you go? Did you go to the Poly U?
I went to City U.
Okay.
And I've been to every university as a guest and as well, and I've been to every all of the major canteens, the big ones, the Maxims runs ones usually. And I go there, I'm just
Oh,
like, how
Maxims
is,
run them.
a lot of them are Maxims run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and every time I go there, I'm like, how is this still allowed? Like, this is not, dude. Even the Queen Mary canteen is terrible. And I'm like, this is a hospital.
Well, Hong Kong is just one big corporation, right? It's
Oh, yeah.
it's like 4 companies running the whole city.
Pretty much,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, that's not even shocking
it's not,
anymore.
Yeah, it's not shocking.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever thought of it? Because like, I can already tell you now, based on my experience in universities, the new generation of kids definitely, especially with a lot of the foreign students coming into Hong Kong, they come with cash. They come with money, and their parents are like, I want you to enjoy your time at university.
Yeah.
And have you ever thought about using the idea of educating them and tell them this is how we're going to eat steak? Lesson 2 is 19 tons of steak for the whole university to learn the quality and the etiquette of.
Well, I've got 2 sons in university. They wouldn't give a shit about it, right?
Wait, are they studying here?
One's in Sydney and one's at Hong Kong U.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah. All right.
And then my daughter's looking to go away next year somewhere. We'll decide. But yeah, they eat pot noodles and spend their money on beer. And
No, but that's because you're not giving them money. I'm not talking about people like you. You're from Yorkshire. I don't want that.
Right.
I'm talking about the people who are like the parents who came and go like, okay, son, you are going to represent this family, and I want every photo with a Lamborghini. Let's go.
yeah, but I don't think. I think it's the Hong Kong kids who are going abroad that have got the money. I don't think the kids that are coming here are from such wealthy backgrounds. I mean, my son's at University of New South Wales in Sydney. And when I took him there was a lot of honkies there, and you can see they're buying houses in Australia.
Oh, yeah.
So
And the
they
mainland
don't-
Chinese, they're buying houses because they can spend the money on education. And, young Johnny, who's going to the University of Sydney,
Yeah.
let's buy him a house.
Yeah.
Maybe it's classed as education. This is money laundering, isn't it?
Right over there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're getting straight to the key point over here.
Yeah. Let's get to it. So you bastards suggested that we were laundering money. Even though we only take renminbi in our restaurants, I tell you, we are not laundering any money.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I mean,
Well, I mean, at those rates,
if you
yeah,
open
can,
a few more, then you are.
I mean,
We're going to open some more.
There you
I'll put it this way: at your price point for your food, I think if you were money laundering, you're doing it very inefficiently.
Exactly. You're doing it, terribly.
Yeah, exactly. Let's
And
see-
also, why do you have customers if you're laundering money?
What's
That's
the point?
silly.
Learn
That's just adding more work on your
Yeah,
plate.
learn from those coffee shops in the corner that has nobody coming in. Like that's how they do it. What are you doing with this whole catering service part of it?
Yes, you're right. If you are laundering money, which clearly you're not because you're actually busy.
Yeah.
That
Well,
doesn't make sense.
Well, we're not laundering because I don't have any to launder either. So
Well, you put it all in freaking 19 tons of meat.
exactly.
Well, yeah, but the fact that you made that back or like managed to sell it within 4 months is genuinely impressive.
Well, the story about that 19 tons of beef as well, I managed to blag them. I didn't pay for it.
you didn't?
No, well, I
What?
did. I did in the end, but they
Yeah.
didn't. They didn't ask for money up front.
Oh, right.
I said, look, this is going to take me some time, guys. And I could see weakness there. They were like, what the fuck are we going to do with this?
Right.
There's only one place he can come, and that's Hong Kong, because as we said, license in terms of labeling, they don't care here. As long as it's got a health certificate. So I got 90 days credit. So I'd sold it before I had to pay for it.
Yeah.
And that's what allowed us to open the next one and the next one.
Yes.
And you know, people are talking about the economy in Hong Kong, and particularly in F&B. It is on its knees, but there are some opportunities.
Yes.
And we're really taking those opportunities. As these restaurants close, we're going to the landlords, and I'm saying, give me that
Flatiron?
restaurant. Give me that restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't have any money for deposits,
Yeah.
but I'll give you 16% of revenue.
Yeah.
Some of them will go yes. Some of them will tell me to go fuck myself.
Right.
This is a true story. Going back, so a previous business I had was called the Butchers Club, and going back around 10 years now.
Oh, yeah, I
Butcher's
was a
Club?
fan. That,
That
was
was
yours as
yours?
well?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Oh my god, dude! Like, oh, that is good.
Well, that
Oh,
also,
God
I
damn
didn't
it.
know it was yours, but also that kind of disappeared quite suddenly.
Yeah,
I used to live in TST, my first apartments there.
Hmm.
That was my lunch place. Like, I would just go to one in the
Okay.
K11
man, like-
there. And I would just, because again, it was actually, now it makes sense because also you kept the price quite low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like reasonable. And I would just go there every week, at least once a week for like 2 years.
Well, this was the one I believe you also had one in Wanchai in that little street. That
That got in the Michelin Guide. That was the first hamburger restaurant in the world to get into the Michelin Guide.
Amazing.
Because I remember that.
How much
Yeah.
did you pay them?
Yeah, Michelin.
We didn't even know. Honestly, I would admit it. I'd
Yeah.
be proud of it if we paid them. But we didn't.
Yeah.
They came along, but it was getting worldwide attention. At one point, we had 19 requests for franchises around the world for that
What?
concept. Yeah.
Just off the Michelin endorsement.
Yeah, it was packed, you know, that
I never
restaurant.
went to the One Chai one, but the TST one, which, yeah, I imagine same
Yeah, that
quality,
one-
was really good.
Because I remember there was another one I think at the market in Central Side, right? Wasn't that a little?
We had one on Wellington Street.
Yeah.
In the end, I sold it to a mob out of Beijing.
Yeah.
And I say sold it. So and I had golden handcuffs. So I had a 3-year kind of.
No competition thing.
Well, no, I had to work for them for 3 years before I got paid.
Yeah.
I see.
And I got a little bit of cash out of it, and then it was we opened a lot of restaurants in China. In the end, we did 21 stores. And COVID hit.
Yeah.
They lost them all. And I got fuck all.
Yeah.
So
oh, no.
yeah,
So
it
that's
was
the end of the Butcher's Club story for you. Is
Yeah.
that you're supposed to get paid after 3 years of them making money, and then you got screwed by COVID, and that's yeah.
But the story I was going to tell you. So me and my chef Eric, who was my business partner at the beginning, and he's now back with me as well. He was going to join this podcast, but he said he had better things to do.
As compared to the rest of
And,
7.6
I
minutes.
can't remember the son's name, but the son of Sun Hong Kai, he came into the Butcher's Club. We were chatting to him, and we said,
Oh,
"Look,
was it? This is a long face guy, right?
he looked a bit
Yeah,
like
okay,
a horse."
I think, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I forget the name, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So we said, can we pitch? We've got an idea for you to go into IFC. And so he said, yeah, come along at 9:00 on Monday morning. And me and Eric came along with these like stapled together proposals, just
Right.
4 of them.
Sure.
We didn't realize that we were going into the board meeting. There were 40 people in there.
Oof.
All right. And so we said, fuck it. We'll go for this anyway. And I stood up. I said, look, you can have a look at this, but our pitch is basically give us a site in IFC. You guys fit it out. You pay for everything.
Yeah.
And we'll run this restaurant called Steak Fritz that we were going to do, and we'll share the profit with you. And they literally laughed us out of there.
That is pretty funny. 9 a.m. They're just starting the week, and like, look at these 2 clowns.
This is the greatest opening act of the Gaming Comedy Club. Yeah.
We were so disheartened. But they offered us
But
a
you're
site.
saying share as a 50-50?
Well, we'd have been open to
Right,
that. We
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted them. We didn't have any money, so
Sure,
we
sure.
wanted them to pay for it. They did offer us a site,
Right.
But then we looked at it. You know, we needed $2 million in deposits, $3 million to fit it out.
Yeah.
And
So they completely ignored you going, you spend the upfront money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
So, but it's still in the back of my head. I think landlords may change their greedy
I'm
nature.
more curious now. Forget the conspiracies. I think we debunked that. The restaurants are there. They're doing well. And also, I think for anybody who wants...
Three of them are doing well.
I was going to say, not the deluxe one. That's on the way out.
Hey, that's not your fault.
That's going to be an ice cream truck.
You
soon.
did not hear that here.
Exactly.
No, I said that. You,
exactly.
you disagreed with me.
You were all support. But now, coming back to the university thing, though, I'm very curious that now that you came teaching, you went into running your own F&B stuff in Hong Kong. I'm guessing every now and then you get invited back as a guest lecturer or speaker or whatever.
So I did when I sold the Butchers Club, I went to do 3 years, and then after that, I would be getting a payout. I could only manage 2 years working with them. But anyway, so that was fine, and I had a non-compete clause. So I went back and I taught a year at Poly U.
Yeah.
I did it again, thinking, I'll give something back. I've got more experience now. I've got a lot more to share. So I did that. It was extremely political, if I'm honest. And
I was actually about to ask you this. Did you clash into...
I really struggled.
Yeah,
I absolutely struggled. So I did a year, got out. My non-compete clause was up. So I started again with Steak King and Flatirons. So here we are.
So what the one thing I do want to ask you, and I thought this sounded like a stupid pun, what's your beef with beef? Like, what's
Okay, so the story is this. When I first started doing restaurants or doing food, I did fish. I did seafood. And fish, it's a ticking time bomb. You've got 3, 4, 5 days shelf life at most.
Yeah.
Beef, you get 90 days. And guess what? After that, I was dry aging it for another 90 days.
Yeah.
So it's just easier. The margins are better. The chance for a risk or a fuck up are much easier to palate. So beef's easier. And that's quite it. I don't eat much beef, honestly. I'm not really a beef eater myself.
Hey man, you don't push what you sell. You don't do your own drugs.
Exactly. You don't get higher your own supply. But also, would you open a vegan joint?
If I found, I know I'm a chef by trade. I always struggle with vegan food. I always struggle to understand how to make it work. But if I could find the right chef that got some good ideas, absolutely, yeah.
Do you think the market is there in Hong Kong for the price point you're going for?
Well, I know Peggy Chan, who had the one. She had a vegan restaurant.
Is that Omni
on Hollywood Road?
What is it called?
Daisy,
Yes.
right? Oh no,
Yeah.
what was it called? Yeah, Daisy or something, right?
Daisy, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
I know
yeah.
Peggy really well, and she had a go at it, but she's from quite a wealthy family, so she had good backing and stuff like that. But they lost a shit ton of money. They absolutely did. Is there a market for it? I don't know. I'd have to do some research, but I don't care. I mean, if I thought we could make money out of vegan food, absolutely.
So now, okay, let's come to the practical part. Now, I think we've convinced our listeners that it is worth checking out your restaurant. It's no longer conspiracy, and money laundering is not really happening. However, I find that people in Hong Kong, as you said, it's very value centric and also very practical. Now, when you say a steakhouse, it's not generally one would not consider it as a casual dining experience. It's usually like there's a special occasion, or you want to be a bit, classy in that sense. It's not like let's have a quick bite, let's go there and get a steak and go watch the movie. Would you say that you're trying to, in a way, normalize it where you don't have to think you have to dress up all fancy to get a medium rare steak, or are you just kind of just bringing the value but also still bringing that high quality lifestyle?
It's a mixture of both. And it's funny you mentioned about the birthday thing, because every night, particularly on Fridays and Saturdays, we've probably got 2 or 3 birthday celebrations going off in all of those restaurants.
Yeah.
We sing cheesy happy birthday songs. And
Actually, I had an experience there that my girlfriend took me there. She was you listened to her on the podcast, and that was a surprise. She took me to the Queens Road venue for my birthday. And I will save that for a bit later. But also, I want to talk about the funny video you made for Our Steaks Are Fucking Great. Because that was hilarious. If people don't know, we'll put it in the link, the description. So this is you basically playing.
That's me.
Just walk us through the video.
So we were. So listen, this is a skit. I'm
Because
not,
actually, I'm saying this not really praising. I'm saying this because this is comedy, and you should stay in your lane. That's really what I'm saying.
Exactly.
so
Then
this
you do meat, we do jokes. Happy
Yeah.
days. Let's not.
No, give me a chance. Give me a chance, guys. So this video, it was something I saw something similar done for a shaving business in America, and I actually found out that was copied from something. I think it was a car dealership from the 80s, 70s or 80s in America. So I saw this concept of this video, so I kind of ripped it off, to be honest with you, and tailored it around a little bit. And we did a 2-minute video in our warehouse. And the underlying concept is, this is for our online store. We import beef, we sell it, and it's good value. And why is it good value? Because if you look at Great or City Super, they're paying millions and millions of dollars for real estate.
Yeah.
So I shot it in this dirty old warehouse, right? And we've got a lobster packing the orders, and we've got it just shows, the concept is, it's
My
me,
favorite scene is the guy behind you.
Mr. Lin.
Mr. Lin.
Mr.
It's
Lin.
so funny. There is a
Yeah.
scene at 107 when he is driving he's pushing the forklift, I
Yeah.
guess, and you're sitting on it and talking. It's very funny.
So Mr. Lin he truly is an employee, and we gave him a wife beater shirt, and we asked him to wear it, and he doesn't speak one word of English, and when he
Right.
says working, not working,
Right.
actually we had to dub that on. He couldn't say it.
Amazing.
And he's such a really nice guy. And if you watch this video, if you Google Steak King, our steaks are great. It comes up on YouTube. It's had almost 3 million views in Hong Kong now, which is
Yeah.
insane, right?
That is amazing.
That's
Yeah.
almost half the population. And it really put our business on the map. It really did drive it.
So funny enough, like before the Flatiron restaurant started popping around, I had actually ordered from Steak King. Again,
picked it up.
no, I went all the way to the warehouse to pick up because I'm
Because you're a
cheap.
cheapskate. Yeah?
Exactly, correct. That is good. I bought the meat on discount. I bought the whole 2 kilograms of minced beef on discount.
Okay.
And I still have 1 full kilogram of whatever cut of meat that I also bought, and it's still frozen in my freezer. And I went all the way there because I don't want to pay delivery.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I was surprised how big the warehouse is.
Yeah.
And you have like a little shop, I guess, inside, like with the freezer, like you can look at stuff, but you're also doing more than meat. There's like fish and whatever.
Yeah, we
there.
do. We import lots of different stuff,
Yeah.
and that's our business model. I think the restaurants were out of necessity because
Yes.
I had 19 tons of oyster blade.
Right.
But we generally import a lot of beef, a lot of Wagyu beef as well.
Yes.
And we supply it for literally half the price of City Super. For
Correct.
literally less than half the price.
Yeah, so but what I was trying to say is that I knew about it because you guys were also doing a big social media push at the time. It just got to me as a customer, as like, probably a target of sorts. I don't even remember, probably an Instagram ad or something.
Yeah.
But then I started like to tell my friends about it because I'm like, oh, this was good and cheap, and if
Yeah.
you're willing to go there, you can save on delivery money.
So that mince you bought, again, same thing. I bought a full container.
Delicious. I made the whole thing, by the way. Like that mince is finished. It's really good.
It makes the best hamburgers.
So good. Yeah, I made a bunch of stuff like whatever pastas or whatever.
So that mince is our hamburger mix. So we
Yes.
use chuck, brisket, and rump. And but again, I buy a 40-foot container of that now every 3 months, and we sell it at $100 a kilo.
Yeah.
That's cheaper. I mean, City Super's $400 for the same thing.
Yeah, that's
right.
ridiculous.
So it's a bit of a loss leader for us. I make a little bit on it, but this is a staple that everyone will buy.
Yeah.
And so we do it really good value, and it's excellent quality.
It's really good.
I'm not blowing smoke up my own
Yes.
ass here. We found a farm, we gave them our recipe, they did it, and then we bring a full container in.
Give us some insider tips for a customer to go into any steak or burger restaurants. What to look for, what to avoid, what are underrated items. Not necessarily in your restaurant, like steak and burger, since these are your two specialties now.
Well, I'm gonna give you guys a big tip because and this is our restaurant, but if you're asking me, so I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday, we do something called T-Bone Tuesday, where a T-bone is $444. It's 1.2 kilos, and it's for 2 people. It's half price.
yeah.
There's no deal like that. And
Yeah.
I'm really pissing off a lot of these steakhouses.
Yeah, good.
They're really getting upset about
Good.
it.
Honestly, this is yeah.
You're basically the equivalent to that 7-Eleven store that opened up in the middle of Lan Kwai Fong.
Yes.
Everyone's like, get out.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like,
Except
"Nah."
the 7-Eleven is a big fucking billion-dollar company, and he's just a little guy. So I'm rooting
Yeah.
for you.
Thank you. And we get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
And we've just launched then on Thursdays a Tomahawk Thursday.
Yeah.
Same thing, half price.
No, but I'm saying in general, like if I'm ordering a steak and whatever fancy hotel or something, what are the things that like you think are common faux pas?
So most people, 9 times out of 10, people will order don't order a tenderloin.
Yeah.
Right, or a fillet steak.
Yeah.
It has no flavor.
Right.
It's very soft, but it has no flavor. Also, likewise, most people will order a ribeye or a strip loin. They're going to cost you a shit ton of money because they're expensive, but they're not the best part of the animal. The best part of the animal is the rump. So if you see a rump steak on the menu, particularly if it's Wagyu, go for it.
Rump
Or
Wagyu.
Rump Wagyu. And I sell a lot of this as well. The rump cap or the picanha. In Brazil, they wouldn't even sniff at a ribeye or a tenderloin.
Ribeye is really big, like it's popular, right?
Yeah, but the rump's the number one. And also, if you see flank, also massively underrated and could be really, really good value.
What's the doneness on these?
I don't like a rare steak, I'll be honest with you. I'll go medium rare. Anything above that, you're going to find it starts to get a bit tougher.
Now, last thing though. If I knew nothing about steaks, beef, and all that stuff, and here I need to impress my date tonight, what are the things I could do? Like, you know, like how when you have a glass of red wine, you swirl a little bit more, go like, oh, look at the fragrance, right? What would one person need to do to give that little impression that I know what I'm doing, but actually I don't?
Ask what the marble score is. So, right? So marble score is, so it grades from 1 to 9. And the marble score is how much marbling or fat there is in that muscle. A 1's the lowest, 9 is the top. So if you wanted to show off a little bit, and you say, I want to order a tomahawk, but I'm worried, what's the marble score?
Would your staff actually, would the floor staff actually know the answer to that?
Absolutely.
Or do they have to go back to a chef and...
No, they absolutely, and it's on the menu as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mo,
Yeah.
we need to go to McDonald's.
Go and ask them what marble score the Big Mac is.
Yes,
And they're like,
exactly.
"See you later."
Yeah, exactly. It's the 16-year-old behind the counter with dead eyes, just like, your mom.
Yeah.
She's a mom.
The marble score is 3. Here's my middle finger. That's the third one, you know.
What about burgers? That's another thing that obviously you guys do. And
So burger, it's our own blend, and most people
it's
in
the
Hong
same mince that I bought, basically.
It's the
right?
same blend, but
you
the
put
one,
spices
the
and
one,
stuff.
no, we don't put anything in
No
it. only
spices.
salt. But the blend that we use in the burger restaurant is fresh, it's chilled. So we use chuck, brisket, and rump. So what that blend gives you, most burger restaurants in Hong Kong, for example, Hombo, they use just chuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the right amount of fat, but it's got no texture and it's got no flavor. So chuck gives it the fat and the filler. The rump gives it the flavor. As I said to you earlier,
Yeah.
that rump is the best flavor of any steak.
Yeah.
And the brisket gives it a bite. It's tough. And so you mix them all together, you've got flavor, you've got filler, and then you've got a bite to it. Because if you buy just a chuck burger, it's really soft, it's going to crumble and fall apart. Whereas ours has brisket in it and gives it a really nice bite to it. Firmness.
Are you familiar with Andrew Marshall?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any working relationship with him at some point?
No, I don't.
No, but his burgers at the original Electric Avenue were something else. I don't know if you've ever had him. But I was a huge fan. He obviously jumped around. He's a little bit of a nutcase, but he had a.
I've got a story about him.
Go ahead. We still have a few minutes. Let's just torpedo this podcast.
This
he
is-
will come for one of
No,
us.
it's true, and he won't deny this. We're going back around 10 years ago.
So for people who don't know, Andrew Marshall there was a burger joint on Sai Pun called Electric Avenue, and it was, in my opinion,
really good.
in my opinion, and not just me. Like I've brought I wouldn't say a burger connoisseur or anything, but like a lot of me and my friends love burgers, and we would pay more for a better burger. And my friends, even who visit, it was just one of our stops. And a few people said this was hands down the best burger they've ever
Absolutely.
had. Electric Avenue original location. It was just like there was something
Yeah,
about
Sai Pun
it.
side, yeah,
The
yeah.
Sai Pun side. It was just insane. Rest in peace. He's still alive, but rest in peace.
Only just. He did have a heart problem, didn't he?
Yes.
But anyway, before he did Electric Avenue and before
Yeah.
he did any burger restaurant, I'm going back 10 years, maybe 12 years. We were at the Butcher's Club, and he came with his then girlfriend, who is now his wife. And he came for dinner. I think it was a T-Bone Tuesday. Because,
Right.
You know, I'm not saying I've invented this.
Sure, yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
long thing. And he called me over and he said, "Hey, Johnny," and he said, "I'm Andrew."
Yeah.
And so the Butcher's Club was doing dry-aged beef.
Okay.
And dry-aged beef burgers. That's what we were famous for. That's why we got in the Michelin Guide.
Yes.
And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to do. I'm going to move to London, and I'm doing a burger restaurant, and it's going to be called the Burger Club." And well, it's very similar to the Butcher's Club. And
Right.
he said, I said, "Anyway," he said, "Yeah." I said, "What's the concept?" He says, "Oh, it's kind of dry-aged burgers." And it rings a bell here, Andrew. And he went, "Yeah, but I'm doing it in the UK." And he did. I don't
Yeah.
know what happened.
Yeah.
And then he came back and he married his wife. But,
Right.
Anyway, it's not a great story, but it is a true story.
No, but
Well, I mean, he was a gentleman to come over to be like, come here, Johnny. I have words with you.
I feel like we're maybe starting a thing now where people like this podcast is just becoming.
Oh, the other thing I remember, he had one of those long twirly mustaches,
Yes.
at the time.
He reminded me of the lead singer of System of a Down.
Yeah,
What's his name?
I forget now, but I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
Serge Tankian
Yeah,
with
yeah,
like
yeah.
that crazy beard.
I thought he
but
looked more
great
like
guy.
the Sheriff of Nottingham. I think he looked like from Robin Hood.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, one of those, yes.
But if we're talking about lookalikes here, I don't know if any of you know Mohammed, but he looks just like Mohammed Salah. I'm sure
yes,
you've had
yes.
that before.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yes. Yeah, I feel like Mohamed Salah would not be happy to hear this, but luckily he's not on our Patreon. He can't afford it. Patreon.com/ohpod. We will continue on the Patreon because I have feedback from you, from myself, my girlfriend, and also from the podcast group. When we promoted the episode, and then people shared some experiences. However, I know you're very adventurous, but I feel like it might be too spicy for the public episode. So we're gonna keep it for the Patreon, where I give you some feedback about restaurants and from our listeners and from myself as well. Patreon is paid subscription. We do about 15 minutes right after this. Do you have any plugs, any proposals, or any
Things you like to share to the public to make sure they can
exactly.
do something. Well, yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean to do with my restaurant?
Restaurant.
Anything,
about
it can
you,
be also
if-
about
yeah.
your favorite whatever.
If you have want to disclose an affair, whatever, you know,
Yeah,
this is your chance
exactly.
to tell the
Anything.
public
We
anything.
do have a pretty big following, so careful.
So, I haven't had. I'm not going to admit to any affairs, unfortunately.
Maybe on the Patreon.
Yeah. You have 10 minutes to get it done. Anyway, go on.
No, but in the Patreon, what I will be prepared to do is offer a discount code from Steak King specifically for these guys. So if any of you are listening and you want to save $100 off your next order, sign up, bitches.
There you go.
you go.
Nice. Amazing. And finally, how do people, do you have any immediate projects that you're planning that you can tell us?
Yeah,
Exclusively?
No, seriously,
Yeah,
we're
we're
looking
going
at a
into
restaurant
like
on High
Hyphone
Avenue,
Tower,
and we're going to pay them
Oh,
60% of everything. Yes, we're
Oh, nice. That is,
Flat
if we said
iron.
it here, oh, that hell is yeah. done.
What,
It's
Lavash.
finished.
Literally.
Lavash,
Oh,
yes.
the Vash right next to the Vash?
Yeah.
Oh,
But I
man.
don't
Is that your next target?
I'm looking at that, and we're looking at one in Wanchai as well. So two existing restaurants that we're kind of, and hopefully we'll get it open before Christmas.
Nice.
That's the plan. So we hope to have 5 before
Yeah.
Christmas, and we may lose one.
All right.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Well, I think before you get too famous, everyone go check out a Flatiron
Yeah.
Steakhouse somewhere close to you. If it's not close, take a taxi and get there. It'll get closer to you.
Take a wild guess which one is going to close first. All right.
Before it does, guys, get to T-Bone Tuesday
Yes.
and Tomahawk Thursday.
Let's do it.
Johnny Glover, thank you so much for joining us. This was an absolute pleasure. Thanks everyone for listening to this very special episode. Go check out Flatiron Steak /burger /deluxe /whatever and is going to be in one try. Is it? Do we have the concept? Do we?
Oh, it's Flatiron.
Yeah, but are these steak, burger, everything?
Steak.
Okay. So steak is the main thing, and then you have some other. Okay.
I just bought another container I've got to get rid of.
Amazing. Thanks so much, everyone. And see you on the Patreon. Patreon.com/ohpod. $5 a month, for God's sake. Join us. Bye-bye.